Mom didn't tell you? His brows rose. She knew? I'm not sure. Maybe. Lear cursed under his breath the entire time he turned to right his chair. He and Amy had both agreed that crossing through the veil at the speed he'd needed was too dangerous for a human. Had she worried for their unborn child and not told him? Betrayal mingled with grief. It would explain why Amy had not fought for a way to go to Moranaya, even knowing they would be forever parted. He sank into the chair, giving in, and doubling over from the pain of it. Amy, his soulmate, gone. Arlyn, their daughter, unintentionally abandoned. And he'd treated her like a fraud. How could the girl not hate him? At that moment he hated himself with an intensity that stole his breath. Lear damned himself for not checking in on Amy. He could have sent Kai, or could have even gone himself. Coward, coward, coward. A hand settled on his back, and he startled. Shame streamed through to dampen the violence of his emotions, if only a little. Control was prized among their kind, but he had shown none of it. Lear needed to focus on Arlyn, a child who had been too long without a father. Body heavy, he pushed up to a sitting position, feeling older than his 549 years. Right then, he could have been an ancient. Forgive me.
Stunned by the violence of his reaction, Arlyn's mouth worked, but no sound came out. Her mother had called him steady, calm, and light-hearted. None of that was in evidence now. For years, doubt about him had picked at the confidence her mother had tried to instill. Had he known and left anyway? Well, that was one worry she could let die. I understand if that is too much to ask, he said in a voice hoarse with emotion. Lord Learness, call me Lear. He grimaced. Lyall, father, is a title I must earn. I didn't come here to ask for anything from you. Arlyn huffed out a breath and threw up her hands. Honestly, I'm not sure why I came. For acknowledgement, I guess. Maybe closure. I've seen you, met you, and now we both know the truth. Lear shot to his feet. You aren't still considering leaving. Shouldn't I? All this time. He took a step closer, lifting his hand to cup her cheek. I've mourned since the day I left, never knowing the half of it. You can't tell me such a thing and then go. Arlyn bit her lip. I don't know what you want. A few minutes ago you didn't even believe me. Wincing, he jerked his hand back and looked away. No, you had the right. She shook her head. I shouldn't have said that. He brushed past her to pace around the room. Feelings flew from him, thudding against her meager shields like foam-covered practice swords. Arlyn had studied the concept of empathy, even sensed others' emotions from time to time. But this? The impact reverberated through her own energy with a decided sting. Arlyn rubbed her chest as the ache compounded. At the sound of the knock, both of them turned to stare at the door that led to the rest of the estate. Out of the corner of her eye, Arlyn saw Lear run a hand through his hair. The tie that had held it back was gone, leaving it spilling around his shoulders in a tangled mass. She almost smiled watching him try to smooth it. You may enter, he said, though the door had already opened. A slight woman gowned in flowing blue silk swept in, her white braid whipping behind her as she rushed up to Lear. What happened? Lyalla, he murmured, grasping the woman's shoulders. Be calm, I'm fine. The woman's lips thinned.